Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play Machinarium, released in 2009 for the PC. Developed and published by Amanita Design, this is a point-and-click adventure game that I know next to nothing about. But I do know that when you highlight the letters, they redraw themselves and warp their form. And that is a really cool little touch. One of many, before you even start the game. What do I mean? I'll show you. Look at this main menu screen. It is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking in its detail and its bleakness. This is a desolate world, a world with only tiny tufts of nature and wasteland all around, and robots. They likely live in this city that is a myriad of towers webbing amongst each other with little walkways. There's also a tiny bit of oil being burnt there. At least I imagine it's oil or some kind of fossil fuel. Mainly because of all of these clouds of smoke. And there is a tower that rises above all the others. A tower which likely houses the person that rules this city. I say likely because I've never played this game beyond the very first screen, so this is going to be a blind playthrough. I ask that anyone that comments on these videos doesn't post any spoilers for the plot or the puzzles, because I want to figure things out as I go along, and I'm sure people who haven't played or watched this game before also want to figure out what's going on as it happens. I was mentioning little details though. Here's one of them. See these robots that are flying around and resting? You can scare them away with your cursor! Flee, little robot, flee! Don't worry, they're not scared for long. They'll eventually come back, though they may not rest where they were before. This is a wonderful little touch, little bits of attention to detail that make me love point-and-click adventure games, because it's the little things that make these games. Secondly, there is something I have to say that is not so good, and that is that if we go to the options, which are hidden at the bottom, this is the volume slider, the solitary volume slider. This audio volume thing governs all audio in the game. Music, sound, dialogue, all of it is controlled by this. I've done the best I can to balance things, but some things may be a little loud, some things may be a little quiet. There's not much I can do about that, except apologise and show you that I've done all I can. Thirdly, I pronounced this game Machinarium. I'm not entirely sure if that is the correct way to pronounce the title of this game, it's just the way that sounds the most natural to me, so that's what I'm going with. And finally, this game is really good at telling you how to play from the very beginning. Before you even get into the game, which has a tutorial on how to do things, there is a way to learn how point-and-click adventure games work before you've even started, and that is really good, because point-and-click adventure games had their first rise to prominence in the 90s, and then with the advent of 3D gaming, sort of faded away into nothingness for a very long time, only reappearing much later. It makes sense to presume that quite a lot of people don't know how point-and-click adventure games work, so having a tutorial of sorts before you even start is a really good touch. And if you want to learn about Machinarium, it is a point-and-click adventure game by the makers of Samarost and Botanicula. Check independent studio Amanita Design. Please visit our website or social networks to see our other games and projects. There are loads of links here that you can follow, as well as seeing what game build we're on. It is 2975-ASTM-W32 for those curious. Now it is time to play a new game, to see the plot and figure out just what's going on in this world. Pay attention, you may miss something if you don't. Play new game? Yes. Did you get all that? What do you mean that didn't explain anything at all? Well, that's the kind of game that Machinarium is. It throws you right into the middle of things. Things have gone on and we don't know what they are, but what we do know is that our main character is this robot and we're not doing so well. We're just ahead here. We're never going to get ahead in this game if we don't get ourselves reassembled. Get it? Never mind. The game handily tells you where to start. Here, with the bathtub, where most of our body is. I say most of our body because if you were observant, one of our limbs went all the way over here, and another one went all the way into this oily, murky liquid. I'm not going to say it's water. It's very unlikely to be water, mainly because the drops here are very black and oily looking. Also, this place is extremely grim. There is the still barely alive remnants of a robot here, smoking. We've got to get out of here before we suffer the same fate. So, let's solve the first puzzle. Click, does nothing. Click number 2, however, and our body kicks away the bathtub. Good thing this little robot wasn't hit by the bathtub. The pointer here indicates things that we can interact with, so let us interact. 1, 2, and there is most of our body. And now we can click and screw back on our head, thus gaining control of all of us. Well, most of us. You can interact only with objects within the reach of the robot. At any time, you can use robot's head to extend or shrink his body. Excellent! We don't know our name, but we can talk to you. Excuse me, do you happen to know where my arm and leg are? Well, if you get me that thing up there, I'll help you. Alright then. Unfortunately, we can't reach that right now. We are not tall enough, but we were told that we can extend our body, and my, do we have quite a lot of reach. 3 little cylinders of metal extend our body quite a ways. Enough that we can reach this and eat it, because that's where you keep all your inventory. By eating it, right? What do you mean that's not how all the other point-and-click adventure game protagonists do it? Ah well, it's how we do it, and that's all that matters. Now we just need to wait for you to come back, and ham is over. It lights up, meaning we can do something. Have your thing. And now we have our leg. There is 1 hint in each level. This is a walkthrough book. It is programmed to show only a page with walkthrough for the current level. Use it only when you're really stuck. Will do, though I'll try my best not to be really stuck. And this is the menu, where we can look at all kinds of things. You know what I feel like doing? I feel like saving. So let's save. Brilliant. Now we can walk about. This little animation here for the icon tells us it's a place we can walk to. And that walk animation is absolutely awesome. Also, you looked at that, which tells me that we can do something with it, and we can. But it's not the only walk animation that we have. We also have one when we're really tall. And we so carefully walk because we probably will fall over, and it's absolutely adorable looking. But it's not the only walk animation that we have that's different to the standard one. We can shrink down so we're really short, and this one is even more adorable. Look at us go! Look at us go really, really slowly. As much as I'd like to just walk around at the various different heights forever, we're not going to get anywhere by doing that. And by putting our cursor over here, we see that this magnet is important. That said, it does look quite distinct as it is, so let's take it. Careful with that. Ow. Now we have a magnet, and we can also grab this. You never know when we might need a spool of wire, or just the wire. Sometimes you can combine 2 items in the inventory. Like so. Whoa. Like so. Now we have a magnetic fishing rod grapple hook thing, which tells me what we need to do now, because our remaining limb is in that. And this we can use. We can bend it into a kind of fishing rod. There's even a little wheel there. Can we do anything with that wheel right now? No, we can't. Also, I'm curious about your idle animations right now. Let's just leave you here for the moment. You're looking left and you're looking right. And right at me. Don't worry, I'll get us out of here. Maybe. Provided we can get that limb. You sort of need that. Is it just left and right? There may be something else, but the game's not showing us it right now. So, let us get that final... Oh, there is one! You actually look at the background! That is amazing! That little touch, these little bits of attention to detail that make me love point-and-click adventure games, so... This game's going to be full of them, isn't it? I hope so. Let's go get that limb back. I'm so glad the magnet didn't get stuck within you. That would have been awkward. Lasso power! And did we get it? We got a bite! And it's our arm. Brilliant. We could have used that, you know. Ah well, game's not going to let us keep that. It probably would have been too useful. New idle animations, though. Oh, I like these idle animations. I like them a lot. I could just stay here and wait for all of them, but we'll probably see them as the game goes on. Oh, careful there. I think we're going to have to go this way. Yep. You're looking that way. We need to go that way. So let us leave the scrap heap and return to the city. I don't know why we were kicked out, but we need to go back there for some reason. And there's someone following us with a flashy light on their head. I wonder who that is. And it... Hey! That wasn't nice. You could have gone around us. Hello. Hi. Can I please go in? Yes, you can. And off that robot goes. Marching in time into the city. Jumping over that oil puddle. Okay, now we have control, and obviously what we need to do is exactly the same thing, because I'm sure we'll be allowed in as well, right? Also, are those robot birds? They look like robot birds to me. Those red glowing eyes kind of give it away. Also, there's a pair of red glowing eyes there, and there! How many robots are in this world, and who made them? Were there ever humans on this planet, and if there were, what happened to them? I get the feeling the game's not going to give me any of the answers, so let's instead focus on getting in. Ding dong! Hello! Can I please come in? No. You're not allowed in. Right. I get the feeling we're going to have to deceive you. We can walk onto that, apparently. We can interact with this. Looks to me like a, is that paint? Whatever it is, we can't use it right now. And over here is something we can use as well. You never know when we might need a broken cone. And we can keep using these. Or rather, we can keep throwing them away. I know, that one wasn't very useful. Neither was that one. You're watching that bird, aren't you? That is a wonderful bit of attention to detail. And we didn't want that one either, but we do probably want that. That looks like blue paint to me. And if we were to mix this paint with that paint, we get a light blue paint, which looks a lot like the paint that the other robot's helmet had on it. Can we put this on ourselves? Yes, we can! This will surely fool the person here. Also, we can just take it off our head, which is a really nice touch. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, this'll totally work, right? Hello? Can I please go in now? I'm wearing a hat. No, not fooled. Also, we look very silly with that hat on. I think I know what we're missing, though. And it's very obviously right above us. That light. Because there was also a flashing light on the helmet of that robot. Also, that wiggled. They're both wiggling, it wasn't just me. That's the game subtly saying, hey, you want to go this way, don't you? And now we can go up. Oh, that's very clever. I like that. We can only go up to here, though. Oh! But we can take this, and I see holes. Oh, this is a really ingenious puzzle. I like this. This, unfortunately, is one of the easier puzzles, and with it being in the beginning of the game, that makes sense. We're probably going to get really bamboozled later on. Up some more. Up some more. Right, we're standing here now. Can't reach that. I mean, we could make ourselves really short, but now we just look silly and we're no closer to solving this. But I bet if we're tall... Oh, careful! Careful! You only have one robot body, you need to take care of it. Bet if we combine these now... Oh. Yes, we have a helmet that looks very much... It even lights up. That is awesome. I'm sure this will fool the person in here now. Third time's the charm. Greetings! I am just like you. Can I please go in? Yes, you can. You're not paying much attention, are you? Carefully does it. Oh, I see what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to jump over that oil puddle, are you? I'm sure he's not paying attention. You could just shrink back down. Please? And predictably, we fell. It's not my fault. Don't look at me like that. You're the one that fell. So, we need to find another way in. And there's something here that we very obviously need. And this saying, no robots this way. So, we can probably go under to get to this. But what does this do? Okay, that uses that. Don't want to do that right now. No idea what it actually does. I have seen something that I want, though. This thing here looks quite important. And I think it belongs because there's a curved bit here. Belongs here? Yes, it does. No idea what that does, but it belongs there. Obvious switch? Okay. Cart of something goes down there, into here. Brief window where this is open. Also some plants. I like that even though this world is super desolate, nature's still finding a way. So, done that. Oh, we can do something with this. We can activate it from here, but we can't really do anything while that's doing that, so that's not an option for getting out. We can't run in, as it were. We're gonna have to do something with this, aren't we? Let's have a look. So this is currently at 4C. If we make it 5C, it goes further along to the right, and 1C is all the way over to the left. What about A? Okay, A is at the very bottom. Oh, I see what the game wants me to do. I just need to get the right one. If we can position it so that we can reach that, we can maybe precariously move ourselves across this? I mean, it's the only thing we can do. Can we reach it? No. I think it's a little too far over to the right. So let's do this again. Go over here. Down. There. Let's go to 2A. That looks like it's in the right place. There's even a shadow there. The puzzles are going to get undoubtedly more challenging, but right now... Aha! We can go up, and that is some jumping strength you have there. Careful. If you fall, that's gonna hurt. Also, you keep staring at me while that happens. Can you see me? I think you can. Either way... Oh! I had a feeling you'd fall, but you're okay. You're made of stern stuff. Very stern stuff indeed. So we have a... thing. Not quite sure what this thing is for, but when we come back, folks, we will find out what that thing is for. For we are slowly working our way into this city. Why we want to go here is anyone's guess. Maybe we have some unfinished business within. In fact, that's very likely. After all, we did join mid-story. But how did this story begin? Who are we? Why are we here? Why were we kicked out? Hopefully these answers will be given to us. But later. We have to earn those answers by solving puzzles first. Tricky, tricky puzzles. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.